probably is incorrect, right? Alright, let's keep this. You're also like really light on Saga targets. Just map and Bauble I don't think is enough. I think that you probably... I would play the Shadowspear in the main deck. But yeah, you have 28 lands too. Like, you can pretty easily like cut the main deck Bajuka Bog. And Vinter's Fair also seems terrible in your deck. You only have 4... Yeah, you only have 4 Baubles in one map. And you can probably pretty easily cut a couple of the artifact lands. I think 4 is too many. Oh, is this Belcher? Well, I guess I'm glad I've got my Canonist if this is Belcher. It's going to be a bad matchup, maybe. Oh, we've got the Needle, though, of Saga. So maybe I should play Saga on turn 1. Probably should have. Yeah, so I'll get the 4 flagstones in there, and then you currently have 2 planes. You probably need access to a 3rd, just like combination of 3 Temple Garden / Sacred Foundry, and then maybe you just have a deck. I think that you're playing also like 4 Ren, 3 Loam is way too many. I would probably just play 0 Loam and just 4 Ren. Maybe play Prismatic Ending too. Okay, recross the paths, but of course this Canonist has got to be making things awkward for my opponent. I think I like the sideboard for the most part. I'd probably want to play a 3rd Force of Vigor because I think your Hammer Time matchup is probably pretty bad. Quarter mana to be able to fit 1 into 3. I mean, you would have to like splash blue, which is not free, and I don't know. I think it's not that. Like we also have what's this card called? Ichor Wellspring to go 1 into like a good 2-drop to sack next turn into 3, right? And then you also like have to put Corridor Monitor in your deck, right? Which is probably pretty bad. They might have like Fury in their deck, so I might Lightning Greaves my Canonist next turn. So in post board we can bring in Spellskite, Phyrexian Revoker. We also keep that. Damping Sphere, Void Mirror maybe? No, I don't think Void Mirror does anything. Oh, yeah, we did see their deck. I always forget about this part. I don't know. The recross the paths is such a headache. Didn't see any Furies over there. I don't know. They're probably just going to cast Charbelcher Pass, right? They're probably just going to cast Charbelcher Pass, and then we can Needle the Belcher. Okay, they're not conceding. Maybe we should have played the Treasure Vaults. Okay, they are conceding. Second Saga, too powerful. Damping Sphere, Revoker, Spellskite. Yeah, Void Mirror doesn't do anything. See, I don't want any of these portable holes, and I don't want the Relic. Oh, the main deck Thorn is pretty good here, too. The Crucible is also pretty slow. Is there any chance they go for the Pyromancer's Ascension game plan against me? I guess they do because I'm needling them. I guess they will go for that. But we can beat that with Relic or Lantern? I guess Lantern's a bit better at beating that. Then I can play the second Greaves, and I can play a Relic or a Feast and Famine. We'll play the Feast and Famine. Alright, his hand's too slow. Yeah, Thorn also beats the Pyromancer juke, but just having like a graveyard hate spell seems like fine. We can also cycle the Lantern. So we can turn 3 Fiddlebender with this hand. Probably too slow on the draw. Okay, this hand's definitely a keep. Let's put back second Fiddlebender, Nettlecyst. This hand's great. Could be too slow on the draw. Sometimes they turn to you. They not turn into Oopsal spells anymore? No. They don't. They have like a loop with Pyromancer's Ascension. Play the Bauble first, of course, here. You will live, Urza Saga. You will not get Force of Vigor. Force of Vigor would be so sick here. They kill both of these. Yeah, we did win game 1. Is the record thing working? Okay, maybe it is. Let's keep an eye on it, huh? Any Fiddlebenders in the chat? Because it just keeps cycling between the right record and then this mystery challenge that doesn't exist. So just keep an eye on it. If it keeps like filtering back and forth, we'll keep the text, the sacred text. All right, Striker Rich has looked worse than this to me in the past. Not the worst Striker Rich I've ever seen. That's not saying all that much. So I'd probably grab... I could grab Chromatic Star, sack the Chromatic Star, and get Phyrexian Revoker on that's maybe better. Although Revoker is more vulnerable to removal. Yeah, let's just get the Needle. Goblin Charbelcher. And then play Spellskite. Attack for 3. Can't play Bauble because of Thorn. Oh, they have Force, maybe? The Greaves in hand, I think I like the Revoker. Well, we can't cast the Greaves because of the Thorn. Yeah, seems like a good matchup. Okay, we can Chromatic Star into white mana here. I probably put back the Crucible. I love Crucible though. I think either blue-white or 4-color ephemerate would be totally fine. Between the two, I'd probably recommend blue-white control. I do feel like the good draw, of course. Oh, maybe I should have bobbled. No, I want to bobble trigger the Smith. I feel like the ephemerate deck is like really vulnerable to like some like to like big mana to combo. I like absolutely crushed it with Reanimator, so I feel like that's really not where I'd like to be. Probably taking the drum here. Alright, it's fine. 2 for 1. Flooded Strand, Sacred Foundry, Prismatic Ending. They grab a Kaldra. Got a bunch of portable holes in the deck for Kaldra. A little bit flooded though. I guess I'll fetch to Thin. And then I'm probably grabbing Nettlecyst here. Why not Kaldra to fight Kaldra? I know my opponent has Prismatic Ending in their hand, which is like I think my Stoneforge Mystic is pretty vulnerable here. So if I get Kaldra, my Stoneforge Mystic dies, and then I just have nothing going on. And if they Prismatic Ending the Nettlecyst, it at least costs them 3 mana. I can also like race Kaldra potentially. If their whole turn is just Kaldra into play, I can Nettlecyst, equip Nettlecyst to Sentinel, hit them for a lot, and then any spell I get to draw a card. And I have 4 portable holes for Kaldra in the deck. Oh no, I bought planes for the deck. I totally forgot. No, I totally forgot to actually like add the other planes in. Thank you, Macho Savage, for the subscription. Right, next league. All right, they opt and let me draw a card. Thanks, opponent. Yeah, we're actually racing the Kaldra pretty hard. Remember, Nettlecyst does grow off Urza Saga too. I'm gonna play around. Well, I guess it also like I can't cast and then I can't cast the Cyst and cast the Sentinel anyways, but yeah, Kaldra is probably a little slow here. They can Prismatic Ending the Nettlecyst, but I do get to draw 2 cards if they don't play a land, 1 card if they do. And then I got the Saga. And they're still attacking. Yeah, welcome to Lawnmower Mondays. Maybe Lawnmower every day this week. We'll see. Yeah, usually they do Wednesdays. Okay, so they just pass. Let's activate the Lightning Greaves here. Make a token. Greaves the token. I have 2 lethal attackers. Seems pretty good. Ever make a hasty 8/8 Shroud off of your land? They have Batterskull. So they block here, they gain 4, go to 1. Alright, so I'm gonna move this here so I don't die to bolts. I can just equip here. I can chump block and then go to 4, which is a lot higher than than 3. If they bolt the Sentinel response, then I guess we get to draw 2 cards that'll float a mana. Yeah, they definitely have bolts. They definitely have bolts. Deck's feeling pretty good so far. Yeah, definitely a sick brew. I'm pretty proud of it so far. Alright, make a mana. So we have 4 portable holes. We got more Esper Sentinels. Okay, awesome. Strike down my Esper Sentinel and another one will take its place. Alright, should be good here. Should be good. They need 2 lightning bolts to kill me, and they've already cast 2, so feeling pretty good. Oh, I guess they could just attack with Stoneforge Mystic, though. Yeah, we're actually dead to 1 bolts. I don't know why I didn't think they could attack with that. Yeah. No! Come on. Sick game, though. Cool game. Let's bring in the Spellskite. Let me cut the Canonist, probably. Thorn of Amethyst is maybe fine. Could be a little... It's not great against ending, because I could still spend 2 on it. I don't think I want the Manriki just because it doesn't kill Kaldra. That's the main one they're gonna get. I probably don't want the Needle though. I probably won't want this on the. Or maybe Needle's good against Teferi actually. Things probably get worse post board. They probably have Wear Tear too. All right, I'm probably gonna cut the Thorn on the draw. Let's keep it on the play. Yeah, Stoneforge is fine. Well, the problem is we have Stoneforge in our deck, right? So I'm less into it there. Oh, Manriki plus Shadowspear. Okay, I'm into it. I'm into it. Why are we bidding Fiddles? Fiddlebender's pretty good. I think like people have tried to build around this card, but like people always try to like Mirror Enforcer into like Platinum Empyrean or Sundering Titan, and it's just way too fragile. But like Fiddlebender getting you like just grabbing you Nettlecyst, grabbing you hate pieces, getting you value with like Wellspring. The card's just pretty strong. And like the Lightning Greaves also makes it a lot stronger too. Yeah, I did consider Karn the Great Creator. It's kind of expensive though, but you could like maybe play one. I honestly think the main deck's pretty good. I'm not really like I think the main deck's pretty solid. The sideboard is like, especially like all of these new brews, the sideboard is always such a like work in progress. All right, love this hand. What does Fiddlebender mean? Well, I would assume that Oswald Fiddlebender takes fiddles and constructs them into something else. I think that's the lore. This is a second Shadowspear and Sideboard first is destroyed. I don't know. I think you basically never play second Shadowspear. Yeah, if they bolt the, I mean, if they bolt the Oswald and I draw a card off Sentinel, I'm really happy. So, thank you, Gallic. Sentinel just makes your 2-drop so much stronger in general. Yeah. So hopefully they don't have like Alpine Moon. Cool. Things are looking up. I think I'm gonna cast the Needle. I'm gonna name Teferi Time Raveler if this resolves. They shocked. Considering Bridless for an invitation, I think we could choice. You have to kind of have a soul read on how many endurances there's going to be. You can really pretty easily beat Graveyard Hate that's artifact based or Rest in Peace. I think it would be a fine choice. I think that the Phoenix deck has a fine blue-white matchup. It's got a good Ragavan matchup, a good Hammer Time matchup. I would probably play the Ley Lines of the sideboard as a hedge against Reanimator and Living End. But I feel like it's like a fine YOLO choice. Good luck to everybody competing in the Invitational this weekend. Safe travels, good vibes, all that. That's Ramir's blue-white matchup. It's actually, I think it's good. I don't think it's a slam dunk. And it definitely gets worse if they start to play more Graveyard Hate after this weekend. But I beat it 3 times in the challenge, including against Wafo. Against Guillaume, the legend. Opponent's having a hard time deciding what to do here. It's going to be coverage of the Invitational? I don't think so. What's the idea behind this deck? This is a mid-range deck with a lot of disruptive elements that are tutorable with Oswald, and you get a lot of like card advantage and value with Ingenious Smith, Oswald, Stoneforge Mystic, Sentinel, Saga. It's an artifact-based mid-range deck. It's kind of like the blue-white Saga Blade deck I've been playing, but mono-white for better mana, more untapped artifact lands, and Oswald. And Oswald's been pretty good so far. How do I feel about Shadow? I'm not as high on Shadow as I've been in the past. I might get Shadowspear. We could do the Shadowspear Manriki thing because they have Kaldra. I'm kind of into it here. And then Manriki is also a hedge against like Batterskull. I think I broke. Thank you for 5 months. And then thank you for the congratulations. Yeah, I felt really good too at the challenge. It was I had a great weekend. I had a great weekend with the challenge win, and then Hob got the God Run too, and I got to watch Dune. Just a great weekend overall. Did I try Affinity Oswald? I haven't tried it, but I think those decks are bad. Like trying to Oswald Mirror Enforcer into Empyrean or Sundering Titan is not a good plan. It's very, very fragile and inconsistent. Where Oswald is just kind of good in a deck like this, I think, where you just have like a lot of good utility cards to tutor. You can sack your artifact lands until you're like 1 mana spells. You know what I mean? I think this is where Oswald shines. What do you think of Dune? I liked it, but I wish I had gone into it knowing that it was part 1 and not and I thought it was gonna be like the whole like Dune lore, you know. I didn't realize it was part 1 of X. And I know it says at the beginning of the movie part 1, but I thought it was gonna be like one of those movies where it like part 1, it says part 1, part 2 over and over. But I was wrong. It is a multiple part movie. So I just wish because like I just remember I remember thinking I've been sitting here for like two hours and I don't know how they're gonna wrap this up. how are they gonna wrap this up? and then they just didn't. So but if I had known that it was a 2-parter, again I would have liked it a lot more, and I did like it, so overall success, I guess. This could be much more than 2 parts. Okay. Well, I mean, the movie seems to be pretty popular. I think I doubt that it's. I would expect another movie to be made. They also like visually it was a really, really good movie, and then I was really enjoying the atmosphere and the lore of the world. I was really I was feeling it, you know. I guess they can't activate Stoneforge anymore, so I guess they're gonna chomp. So let's just go in for the kill. Yeah, I was really into it. But just with everybody giving it such great reviews, I really expected it to be like this one movie, this one like really concise masterpiece of storytelling and narrative, and it just wasn't that. So, and you know, this is something that I always happens to me. I try to go in with like no expectations, and I always fail. I always have some expectations. Like The Lighthouse is a really good example with Robert Patterson and the Green Goblin. I can't believe I'm blanking on his name. Willem Dafoe. That's another really good example of a movie where I went into it and I expected it to be a movie about eldritch horror and have like a really kind of more concrete narrative. And it just wasn't that. But it was a movie that was really good, but I just went into it thinking it was going to be a totally different type of movie. Yeah, Willem Dafoe. What matchups do you bring in Feast and Famine? Control, Titan, Yawgmoth. Yeah, but Dafoe's great. Willem Dafoe's probably my favorite actor. Probably, I'm not sure. Ugh, this hand's so close. I probably will keep, actually. I know that we might not get, like, a max value off the first Saga, but it's probably going to be fine. Why does Zendaya have 11? I mean, Zendaya's very famous. I don't know. Zendaya's a very famous person. Almost as famous as old Aspiring Spike, huh? I'm somewhat of a Willem Dafoe myself. So next we're going to go Spellskite into Sentinel, hopefully. Maybe Spellskite into Portable Hole if they Stoneforge. And we'll just like lose to Stony Silence or Kataki. Alright. Kaldra on top. Zendaya also has one of those like really iconic names too. You know what I mean? It's like Zendaya is like such a good name. It's like really catchy. It's not that hard to pronounce. And really, like, if I've learned anything from my moderate amount of MTG fame, is that having a good, memorable name is 99% of the battle. And then the other 1% is figuring out how to brew around Oswald Fiddlebender. B_sent at tier 3 for 19 months. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, it's 99% having a good username, and then 2%, or sorry, 1% brewing around Oswald Fiddlebender. So I'm kind of waiting to see Zendaya's Oswald brew, but we should probably see it sooner rather than later. Are their hands Kaldra? They're drawing Prismatic Ending. Prismatic Ending on Springleaf Drum's kind of awkward, but we have Spellskite at least. Yeah, anybody bending their fiddles at home? Not that, didn't I say it's not that hard to pronounce? Yeah, like I really think Zendaya is like, it's catchy, it's easy to pronounce, and that's really important if you're gonna be a famous person. Yeah, if they Prismatic Ending on the drum, they're gonna totally mess this up. They just lose the game if they do, because I can redirect a Spellskite and then the Spellskite doesn't get exiled. Okay, that's better. So I get to draw a card, but I'm not going to be able to make a token off of this Saga, which is not the end of the world. Oh, no, I can't. I could just... Oh, so the drum's dying. Drum's dying. So I probably have to get another drum. I'm doing well, lag.com. How you doing? So opponent's hand is still Prismatic Ending, Kaldra, 2 mystery cards. We got the Fiddlebender, guys. I guess I'm gonna Fiddlebender here. Spellskite in play. I think I like this line. And then I can maybe Fiddlebend the Spellskite into Crucible. Although they're probably gonna Prismatic Ending Fiddlebender, and I'll Spellskite it. We'll see. We got a lot of options. Okay, they do exile the Spellskite. They still have Kaldra mystery card. Could be a Bolt. Is a Bolt. It's fine. Okay, just gonna Saga this turn. This deck has so much card advantage. It's awesome. Who says mono white can't draw cards, huh? Alright, opponent's Kaldra, 2 mystery cards. No, the Crab Claw's always been there, but sometimes it's just off screen. Yeah, but the conspiracy board is kind of decaying, and it's probably, I think I'm gonna leave it decaying until I can think of a better background. Changing the background's always fun. Do I care about Celestial Colonnade? I don't really think so. I think we'll just get Chromatic Star. Attack for 7. Do you think MTG Arena has a future of my streams if they decide to have more formats? Maybe, yeah. Like, you know, I'm always just gonna play the format I'm most interested in. For most of my streaming career, it's been Modern, but there's also been like lots of times in my life before I was a streamer guy where my favorite formats. Let's get Kaldra here. Maybe Lightning Greaves actually. Yeah, let's get Greaves with it being at 6 and having a second Saga. Like, you know, a lot of times in my, you know, life, it's been Legacy, it's been Pioneer, it's been Standard sometimes, it's been Limited, it's been EDH. I have definitely, like, you know, been interested in other formats in the past, and there's a chance I'll be interested in other formats in the future. Modern seems like to be the place I want to be for a while going forward, but of course, if I'm really interested in another format, it's likely that you guys will be too. I haven't really played any other TCGs, no. I don't know. I play a lot of Magic, right? So when I'm wanting to play a different game, I don't really like it to be another TCG. I play, you know, video games and D&D and stuff. It definitely has been EDH no beats. It definitely has been, like, a long time ago when I was like in my early 20s, but yeah, like I had like a you know, almost $2,000 or Loro EDH deck, and then I also had a Sophy EDH deck, and It was definitely the format I played more than any other one. It was a long time ago, but I was really into it. Before it was cool. So I can't Nettlecyst and Lightning Greaves this turn. So maybe I'll go Ichor Wellspring, Lightning Greaves, Portable Hole. Do I speak any other languages? Besides the language of love, no. I speak like I can read Spanish okay, and then I can, you know, at one point I would have considered myself conversational in Spanish in my early 20s, but I don't know. At least like maybe I could probably not read Spanish that well anymore. But yeah, like that Spanish is the language I'm most familiar with besides English, but I'm definitely not like close to literate or close to fluent. Ever heard of the show Critical Role? Yeah, I have. I watched like 40 episodes of season 2, and I like the cast. Just like so much to keep up with though. Oh no, my headphones are disconnected. Yeah, I also just like play a lot of D&D in my free time, and I don't have that much. Like D&D is like my main free time activity. Although my group's kind of been on hiatus for like 3 weeks now, but usually I play twice a week, and it's kind of hard to like also spend your free time playing D&D or watching people play D&D. They name Urza Saga. Then they Prismatic Ending a token. And then we can go Stoneforge Mystic, Nettlecyst, attack with the Nettlecyst because of the haste. That should be good enough. Well, I guess it's not quite lethal. They go to 1. Deck's been performing pretty good today. I've been liking it so far. Thank you, Big Oofta. Would I be up for a fan run or fan party with DM at some point? No. I don't know. It's like I'm not, you know, I'm not a very outgoing person, and social encounters with strangers tend to be not that fun, and for me to be like the common thread, like everybody watches me, they don't know each other, I have to like hold the whole thing together. It sounds really miserable to me. It doesn't sound like fun. We did beat Etron earlier, but I do feel like the matchup was pretty bad. I'm gonna mulligan this, I guess. And then we'll keep this, put back the Crucible. I mean, we do have Saga to go with the Crucible. Could just put back the Chromatic Star. Playing against 2 Etron opponents today. Above average number. So they drew map. Chalcedon 1 is fine. I'm pretty sure I'm going to grab Kaldra here. Trying to think if I want to play Saga or not. I think I'll wait a turn on the Saga. I'm playing out my non-artifact lands, both for triggers on Smith and 2-player on Karn, the Great Creator, a little bit. I guess I should have played the Bauble, because I can trigger the Smith off the... No, I want to play Saga, not Citadel. Never mind. So Thought on Seer is kind of bad. They have Dismember, which is also kind of bad. They have Matter Reshaper, which is by far the worst thing that could have happened. I did feel like we were pretty good against their non-Karn the Great Creator draws when we played this matchup earlier. But in theory, the rest of the draws seem like an absolute nightmare to me. So we can't. Let's just get the Citadel because there's a Chalcedon one. Pretty easy call, right? Yeah, it's like, yeah, we're pretty good against the non-Karn draws, but Karn's like a nightmare for us. And we also don't like have outs to bridge, right? Smasher on top. Hopefully this is just Smasher. It is. Which isn't great for us. But it's maybe beatable. Should I trade here? Probably should. Probably should. They got an Expedition map into play. Draw a card off the Bauble. Got a Fiddlebender. I think I'm just making a token here, though. Two portable holes for a bridge is I would allow it if I was DMing, but can't allow it here. Sadly, I can't get portable hole off Saga for the Chalice, but I can Fiddlebend for one maybe. They grab a Blast Zone. They can't crack it now. Let's see what we find. Nettlecyst. Yeah, let's just make a bunch of big dumb guys. They're leveling up the Blast Zone, which I think I'm pretty happy with. Plays Eldrazi Temple. This got 3/3 Ballista. Okay. Alright, that went pretty well for us. So I can go Crucible Saga, which grows the Nettlecyst token, but not the constructs. But the Crucible grows the constructs at least. Also play Oswald. Post-combat, I guess. Yeah, not quite lethal, but if we can just dodge Karn for one more turn, we should be okay. They have to chump. We go to 3. Oh, they're going to kill a construct, sure. Which is fine. I don't think that matters too much. Just Needle the Karn. Well, they have Chalice on 1 in play. Yeah, but it's okay. I know that everyone who is a Twitch chatter is born without the ability to read Chalice of the Void. It's okay. But I'm impressed that you did know what Needle does. It's okay. It's okay. I understand. But they don't have it. This is how the matchup went earlier. Like, I'm just like crying the whole match about Karn, just like sweating profusely. Have no idea how I'll beat it, and then they just don't have it. Then they just don't have it. So maybe we could just do that one more time. So last time I brought in these, I want to cut the Thorn, the Ethersworn Canonist, the Relic. And then I think I brought in the Feast and Famine and the Dispatch. I definitely brought in this. Oh, I wanted to cut some portable holes. I think I'll keep in some to get map on turn 1. And they can also grab Ballista. I can grab mostly just those, I guess. The 1 Dispatch. Not a fan of sideboard Ghost Quarter. I wouldn't sideboard Ghost Quarter if I was trying to sideboard for big mana. I would sideboard like more Damping Spheres. I know we have a Crucible of Worlds, but that's just like, that's just so slow against them. It's just not the best plan. Right, let's do this. Maybe I should cut the Crucible. Kind of slow in this matchup. What 2/2 versus more hard hit threats it hole? I guess I'm not sure. You want to do a two split of Dispatch portable hole? I think that would be fine, but my thing is it's like getting map is really important, and I'm not really worried about losing creature combat in this matchup. I feel like creature combat is... Alright, let's play the Damping Sphere. Not get natty troned. Yeah, I'm just not really afraid of losing creature combat. Our creatures are so much bigger than theirs. As long as we can dodge Matter Reshaper, I'm kind of not that worried about it. The problem with Fiddlebender here is that I don't want them to Blast Zone on 2. Okay, I guess we just like they'll just immediately pop the Blast Zone on 2, and then we'll play Fiddlebender Stoneforge Mystic next turn. If they don't, I'll sack the Damping Sphere into Kaldra, or sorry, Nettlecyst. Maybe they don't have a third, fourth land. They do have the fourth land. We can maybe Fiddlebend into Void Mirror. Yeah, I thought about Luris in the main deck and in the sideboard. I don't think it's something I actually want, but... Oh, maybe we should get Lightning Greaves. Yeah, Greaves actually seems pretty good here. Worse against Karn, I guess, but let's just lose to Karn. But I could go Fiddlebender, Portable Hole, Void Mirror next turn. Do I think there's Cello Benders? Yeah, there's Cello Benders, Fiddle Benders, Oboe Benders, the 4 Bending Nations. Okay, so if I draw a land, I can Kaldra, hit the Karn. Pretty dead. That's okay, we've got game 3. On the play for game 3. Karn's just so hard to beat. Artificer should be a D&D class. It is, actually. It's an official D&D class. From Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, I think. Eberron? Okay, I couldn't remember. There might be 2 different versions. I don't know. I remember there was a Unearthed Arcana version for a little while. Just kill me, opponent. Let's go to let's go to the next game. The Manriki-Gusari is mainly for Hammer Time. Yeah, it's for Hammer Time. From Eberron. Cool. I want to speed up the video. Yeah, I want to speed up the video too. I want my opponent to do something. What do you think of the Jeskai Murktide list? I haven't seen the list. I've been playing a lot of Jeskai Murktide too, but I'm interested to see how the deck is built. So if someone wants to take a link, or find a link to that deck, we can take a look while we wait for my opponent to ponder all the options. Yeah, I'm getting closer and closer to conceding every moment. Thank you. Okay, so it's pretty similar to the list I've been playing, but by playing Sacred Foundry instead of the Second Fountain. And I know the player who won. I don't know exactly how to pronounce his name, but he's great. He top 8s a lot of events, wins a lot of events. Very young guy. But he doesn't like Archmage's Charm that much, and so he's playing like Spell Pierce, Spell Snare, 1 Serum Visions, 4 Consider, which I prefer the charms, and I think it's largely just like personal preference though. All right, so they get Map, Mine. They did let me draw a card. I think that I would prefer to see Blossoming Calm in the sideboard over Sunset Revelry, but it doesn't matter that much. I also don't really like the Blood Moons, actually. I feel like Blood Moon is a lot worse than the version with the White Splash, but I could be wrong. Okay, so pretty easy turn of Activate to put Cauldron into play. Dispatch the 1, 2, 3. Guess I'll get, just in case, you get the 4th one. Dispatch the Smasher, discard I think I'll discard Stoneforge Mystic because oh, I can sack the Sentinel if I need a 1-drop for the Void Mirror. Then we get to kill Karn, and then we get to sack the Bauble. So we might actually be out of this, but they've got Tron. We'll see. It seemed like they had a lot of good choices last turn, but really, like, we're just cold the second Karn. Kind of good against like them having any amount of creatures. Morrow's spoiler hints up for Crimson Vow. I don't usually find those to be like super helpful, but I do like Mark a lot, of course. Alright, so what's the plan? I can get Void Mirror, but they're just going to Blast Zone it. So maybe I'll go Fiddlebender and I'll sack the Lightning Greaves. And get, oh, I cited out the Crucible. Oh no. I totally forgot I cited out Crucible. Okay, I guess they're getting Nettlecyst. Oh man. Oh, I totally forgot. That's okay. So, Blast Zone kills my 2-drops, but they're dead to my germs, right? I guess not. We're 1 point short, but they'll be dead to, like, Springleaf Drum. They play the Urza's Mine, and they pass. Getting pretty lucky this game. Any chance I want to get Needle here? What would I name with Needle? I guess Karn. So if they're actually dead if they have Dismember too. We beat Dismember. Yeah, this is good. They have Warping Whale to chump block the Germ token here. But with Needle on Karn, we should be pretty safe here. I know that it looks like we're going to beat this matchup twice today, but this is definitely going to be one of the scariest matchups. So we started not only this league, but last league off 3-0. And then we punted round 4 of last round, but maybe we can play a little bit better this time, and it'd be really cool to get a trophy with the new brew on a Monday. Always a good start to a week. Like, no matter if you're new, if you're brand new, you're just getting into the format, you're going to make mistakes no matter what deck you play. It doesn't matter. So, like, trying to pick a deck that's easier to play to avoid those early mistakes, I think is less beneficial than picking up a harder deck and making a lot of mistakes and learn along the way and then eventually get good. Is my advice to you. No! Not again! Come on! Ah! Can I please dodge Eldrazi-tron? I've been playing against it 3 times today. We are 2-0 against it, but I was trying to get out of this matchup, man. There's no escape. And Chalice is really good here. I guess Eldrazi-tron is back in Modern. I don't know. It's not the same opponent, is it? Yeah, why is everybody playing E-tron today? That one's not very good. We are 2-0 against E-tron. It's probably about time we just take our L against them, right? I mean, we might even win. I don't know. I'm being a little bit of a doomer here, I guess. I'll offer the trade of Canonist for Reshaper because you got to beat that card somehow, I guess. We're out of fetchable targets, funny enough. Only playing 5 planes, but only 4 fetches, so... we even can tap it for black with Urborg. They have Dismember, which is fine. Thoughts on Bitter Blossom plus Western Gensack. In my opinion, the Gensack list is really tight as it is. I'm not of the opinion that you have a lot of wiggle room to add cards like Meathook Massacre and Bitter Blossom, but I also think both of those cards are individually weak and underpowered in Modern. Like, I'm not very excited to have either of those cards in my current Modern deck. I think I like the equip here. Stoneforge is definitely a good draw. Coco felt overwhelming to you in Gensack to low creature count. We have 26 creatures, we have 26 hits! 26 hits in Gensack! 26 hits! Come on, we have 26 hits in Gensack, please, please. It's fine, it's enough hits. We got 26 hits! Oh, bummer. Is this deck yours? I mean, I put this list together last night, yeah. Just gotta lose the Karn sometimes, I guess. We do have Void Mirror to try to cheese him out. And I don't know, we beat them twice earlier today. We're just kind of probably due to take the L. But maybe no more dooming and more winning, huh? So I cut the Crucible for Sword of Feast and Famine last time. I think I would have preferred to have the Crucible. I'll just leave the Crucible. That's a Bird is fine deck. Bird is a totally fine deck. They play Colored Sources. Sometimes they've got an Urborg. Sometimes they also have an Ensnaring Bridge. Like they can beat the Void Mirror, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes they lose to it. I think I'm gonna go up to the 2/2 split too. A Portable Hole, Dispatch. Is Bridge game over? Yeah, I'm not currently like trying to beat it. Or at least, like, I mean, going to 5. I don't know. I don't. Bridge is not a super common card in Modern right now because of Prismatic Ending. I also, like, you know, last week I didn't play against Tron or E-Tron all week. And today we've played against it 3 times, and we're mulling to 3. So, you know, it is what it is. And what it is, it might be me trying to cheese. Hold on, sorry. I'm going to keep either Fiddlebender, I'm going to keep Plains, Treasure Vault, I think, and then Fiddlebender or Smith. I think I'll just keep the Fiddlebender and then try to win with Void Mirror. Yeah. And then that involves like drawing a 1-mana artifact in the first 2 draws, or like turning this into a Void Mirror over 2 turns, which is probably too slow, but not the worst of all the 3. Is in Saga better than Vault? Well, this is an artifact that I can immediately put into a 1-drop. No, don't dismember me on my mold of 3. Have mercy. Have mercy. It kind of feels like this match has been like, with this big culmination of good luck we've had in this matchup. Ah, I drew the Void Mirror! Never mind. Never mind. I was thinking about this. Okay, I was going to say we had all this good luck leading up to this. We're due. Oh, they have Cavern. Okay, never mind. I don't know. And then we drew Fiddlebender number 2. Dismember this. Yeah, they have Urborg in the deck too. They have outs to it. It's not just 2 mana win the game. But like, on a mold of 3, like Void Mirror is really our only chance. It's like the only draw that was good there, I think, or the best draw, I should say. All right, so let's Ingenious Smith first. Guess I'll take the Sentinel, but I'm going to grab Chromatic Star here. We might win on a Molda 3-8 in a terrible matchup. That'd be pretty sick. What a swingy game. This has been awesome. Alright, I'm probably getting ooh, sweet Saga. You can Revoker the Ballista, but I think I'm just gonna get Ichor Wellspring. Get some of these cards back, huh? Yeah, Tron losing to a Molda 3. How the turntables. This is fine. Feels really good. Obviously, like, we're actually ahead now, but we can still lose this game. They name Construct with Caverns. They can play another Ballista. I guess they'll kill. Okay, they're just gonna Thought-Knot here. So I'm probably just gonna get this second Nettlecyst off the Ichor Wellspring. And then I'm not gonna offer the trade of Smith for Thought-Knot Seer because it just isn't gonna block effectively after this turn. And then do I play Saga or do I play Citadel? Probably Citadel. I guess I could also have equipped here. It's okay. I'll just make a token. The token also makes the Smith a 5/5 on my opponent's turn. Yeah, Molda 3 with Oswald Fiddlebender as we kept Treasure Vault Plains, Oswald Fiddlebender as our 3-card hand. Smith like a Ravager that draws a card. I would say it plays very differently to Ravager. I don't really think that's a good comparison. Yeah, on the play too. Right, we got our value at Fiddlebender. They don't have a good attack. Oswald coming back to work. Oswald, take the day off. Come on. We've talked about this. I think I'm gonna needle Karn still, because Urborg and the Karn is like still the only way I can lose, I think, from this point. Yeah, they can't always us next turn either. Can Needle turn off Color Man from Cavern? No, it can't. Oh, I can't play that because of Void Mirror. Non-bow. Yeah, they're trying to Cavern of Souls all as Dust here, I think, but that's just not how that works. Yeah, they definitely, yeah, they're just trying, yeah, I think they're just seeing if it worked that way. Molda 3, let's go! I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Feels so good. I'm gonna submit, I think. Well, 3-1 a matchup that I think this match was bad, but maybe we'll just be 3-0 against it. I don't know. This guy's kind of expensive. We have the Bauble Scry. I'll keep. Opponent's taking a mulligan. They mulled a 6. Just like Revoker to be able to deal with the Karn, I feel like is really nice. Because I do think that's the hardest part of this matchup. And we got a Fiddlebender on top. Let's go. Have the Scry. Okay, definitely keeping that. Okay, hand is shaping out pretty well. Ratchet Bomb for Chalice Bridge. The problem is Karn shuts off the Ratchet Bomb. So like, and that's the only way they get the bridge. So I think we're supposed to try to needle the Karn pretty aggressively. Is my thinking and is my plan. All right, let's thin and then. I guess I'll Fiddlebend here. Because if we go Smith, we're not going to be able to play anything off of it because of the Chalice. I guess we could play a Bauble. But this is also better against Thought-Knot Seer. Okay, they take the Ingenious Smith. Okay, I think I'm going to sack the Drum. Oh, whoops. Okay, I guess I'm going to go Revoker... Name Karn. Karn the Great Creator. Tap for white. Grab Ichor Wellspring. Or Void Mirror. Oh yeah, the Void Mirror. Yeah. Your go. How did I forget about the Void Mirror? No! Stupid basic swamp. Attacking for 9. I guess that's the nice thing. Just get to do this. Do I equip? I don't think so. Not this turn, at least. We're dead to Dismember. It's fine. Dead to Smasher, too. Got 2 cards left. If they attack with just Smasher, I'll probably block. Looks like we're gonna get to untap. Okay, can't play that through the Chalice. Although I can get Portable Hole off the Oswald. Okay, that's pretty beatable. They have Spatial Contortion on top, a really good one to know about. Awesome. Dude, Oswald's so freaking good. I think I'll discard the second one. Oh no, we know that they have a contortion on top, obviously, so just discard the needle. Yeah, deck's been feeling really good so far. Oh, they have the Chalice on too. Okay, cool. Right. Guys are all smart. I might not select the Bauble. I might want to Oswald it next turn. We'll see. Into like Shadowspear. So I can get Blast Zone. I already used my needle, so I can't needle the map here. Yeah, then that's gonna be able to beat the Smasher though. Alright. Can sack hole, let them have Chalice and 0. That's true, yeah. But I just want to get the Shadowspear. Yes, Oswald has to get +1. It's not 1 or less. But yeah, this is a pretty good one to sack if I wanted to. And they do get the Blast Zone, which can kill my Sentinel and my Spear, which is not enough. I think we're going to be 3-0 against Etron today, which is nuts because this matchup seems bad. But maybe it's not as bad if you could just like preemptively needle Karn. Karn static is still good against you though. Yeah, Revoker naming Karn means there's just not much they can do here. They can't dismember. They have 4 life. Guess they have the swamp. All right, they hit us with the GG. So not only are we 3-0 against Etron, somehow we're 4-0 in this league with a new brew on a Monday. Let's go. I'm gonna get a prediction for a trophy going. I think this is for trophy 11 this season. Keep. Good hand. Oh, all caps, yikes. Isn't this nearly a cooler Hammerless Hammer Time? Well, Hammer Time is an aggro deck. This is a mid-range deck. I think the two decks play super differently. Where like this deck has like a lot of interchangeable pieces and a lot of card advantage, a lot of 2-mana value creatures, and Hammer Time, you know, is way more linear, but can also grind, of course. It's playing a lot of the same cards. Let's not pretend like it's not. There aren't any similarities, but I don't think it's a great comparison. Please Inquisition me. Yeah, Sentinel on the play is so nasty. Yeah, I almost played Lurrus in this deck, but I feel like the Nettlecyst and the Crucible are just too good to not play. Fog Thief for 3 months. And this deck also has a lot of card advantage. You need the companion a little less. Congrats on the challenge. Yeah, it feels really good to win the challenge. Esper Sentinel is so good. Any chance of a Mirror Retriever or Scrap Trawler? I mean, those cards are just kind of individually kind of weak, and they're only good when you get Oswald going. I am playing, though, what's it called? A third Saga. I guess I'll take the Portable Hole, because I'm not playing another Citadel next turn. Yeah, I'm sorry, what's the name of the card? I can't remember it. Ichor Wellspring. I'm playing Wellspring as like a 2-drop to sack, but that one like enters the battlefield, draws a card, so you get to sack it for value. I think it's better than Retriever. Like, you know, Fiddlebender's good in this deck, but it's not like we're not trying to untap with Fiddlebender and like combo or get a crazy amount of value. So cards that are only good with Fiddlebender I'm not that interested in. Yeah, we actually won with the manland earlier today. Just playing one right now. Yeah, Wellspring also draws when it dies. I think it's good to play. Yeah, challenge winner, Aspiring Spike. It was really cool to play against Doomwake in the finals, too. You could take any deck through an FNM, but it was to a B. Well, dude, Esper, they let me draw and they're playing 8-rack. You know, I'll definitely say that FNM is a place where I like to go and try to have fun. So if I could play any deck at FNM, it would probably be like Jeskai Lotus Field, because that's, you know, that's I think the deck I have the most fun playing. But what I have the most fun playing might not be what you have the most fun playing. A couple calls to Hangerback Walker. I mean, Hangerback Walker is a little underpowered. It's pretty bad in the Prismatic Ending metagame. I think the main deck's pretty good. I honestly don't think I changed much to the main deck right now. I kind of want to play a second Lightning Greaves, though. I have one in the sideboard, because I couldn't find how to play it in the main. How's Filler compared to something like Engineer? I think it's a lot better than Engineer. Not vulnerable to graveyard hate. It's like way better at being a card advantage engine. Alright, that seemed pretty good for us, huh? So playing against 8-rack. I don't know exactly how I'm sideboarding, but the matchup's probably pretty good. $10 from Billy Mays. Watch the VOD and MTGO challenge on Sunday. Missed the stream. Congrats on each first place. Thanks, dude. Appreciate ya. Glad you liked the. I was really excited too. Okay, I'm gonna cut the Ethersworn Canonist. I might cut the Thorn on the draw. I might want it back on the play. I mean, Thorn's probably pretty good against them. Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything I want? Not really. I can just play, like... I can just play the Lantern, and this is like a way I can put it into play and then cycle it later when they get me top decked, which is not too bad. I can do the same thing with Relic. I think I'll probably play the Void Mirror on the Thorn on the play. Kodal, 13 months. Thank you so much. Spooky 13 for the spookiest month. Hell yeah. Yeah, Crucible does seem really good. This matchup's probably fine. Fiddlebender versus Engineer, specifically paired with Thopter Sword. I mean, Engineer is better with Thopter Sword. Okay, they put me on the play this time. Yeah, Engineer is better with Thopter Sword. But I don't know. Like, I'm not really that interested in Thopter Sword combo if I'm not playing Urza. Usually. It's just pretty beatable, I think. Ratchet Bomb with the racks. The problem is I've got a lot of one drops too. So probably take my Fiddlebender. Unless they have like a fatal push, then they probably won't. They took my Needle, so they probably have Liliana. I'm gonna go Saga Fiddlebender. If I get to untap with Fiddlebender, I'm really happy. And if they kill it, it's not that big a deal, because I can have the Saga to activate. Yeah, they might have Smallpox, but if they go, you know, Swamp Smallpox, it is good for them, but it's not the end of the world either. Yeah, the classic Plains Chromatic Star. All the cool kids are leading on Plains Chromatic Star. So if they let me on top with Bender, I'm going to go Ingenious Smith, Flooded Strand for Plains, sack Chromatic Star, get Ichor Wellspring. Boom Boom Sauce, thank you for the 2 months. Alright, it's fine. Guess I'll take the Lightning Greaves. Maybe the Relic is better because of the Raven's Crime, but it probably doesn't matter all that much either way, to be honest. That was Burn. I think the Burn matchup was pretty good with the Shadowspear and the relatively painless mana base, portable holes, but if you do find those matchups bad, you can play a Sun Droplet or a Dragon's Claw. I had a Dragon's Claw in my like earlier drafts, but I decided to cut it because I feel like the matchup's probably pretty good. Have I encountered Bean at all since the Legendary match? They've popped into the chat a couple times, but that's about it. How's Store matchup? Probably okay. Got a Thorn of Amethyst in the main deck. Yeah, I've registered Sun Droplet in the past. It's occasionally like a fine. Like in Snaring Bridge, actually, I think Sun Droplet has won a Grand Prix with in Lantern Control with Zach Elsick. I think that he played Sun Droplet in that deck. Of course, my only 2-drop left. Yeah, that's fine. Ratchet Bomb has got it going on. Alright, so trigger the Saga. And then let's make a token. And then I guess I'm getting Drum here so that I can activate Oswald. And sack the Wellspring for Crucible of Worlds. Hopefully I don't draw the Crucible off the Wellspring, but I definitely want to take... I want to draw a card because I'm playing against 8-rack. Then play Saga off Crucible. And I'd say that I'm ahead here. 6 cards in hand. Well, like it's a new brew. New mono white mid-range brew. Currently 7-2, about to be 8-2, I think. And we even punted. We even like punted one of those matches away. It's okay, Atashi. I'll let it slide this time. Oh, I think I saw you won a tournament this weekend, dude. Congrats. Both of us tournament winners. I was going okay, Blitz blue-red. Yeah, I'm not sure how the blue-red matchup is. They get another copy of the rack. Okay. Arjun, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate ya. Bontu's Last Reckoning. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to Flooded Strand, Portable Hole, the Ratchet Bomb. Then just activate Saga, probably. There's 2. One was okay, she got 4th. Did you also win the other one? I thought I saw your name at the first place on something on Twitter. Yeah, Saga's really important for the deck. I agree, it would be a lot worse without Saga. Oh, I should have bobbled myself. We'll have to do with the missed value. And then next league, we're going to get the better looking basic planes in the deck too. First in the weekly, 4th in the big one. Still very good weekend, I imagine. Mono white card advantage. Oh boy, that's a lot of gas. That is a lot of gas. I don't know. Let's probably just end it. I'm gonna Lantern their Raven's Crime. Sentinel. Replay Saga from the yard. Greaves. Yeah, they're just dead. Okay. We got the 5-0, the brew. Pretty exciting stuff. Pretty exciting stuff. I'm liking this deck. 8-2 on the day, and probably should be 9-2. Or 9-1. Sorry. And then open the chest. We have the better art basic planes now. I still don't know what I'm going to do with the full set. I might redeem it. So we opened a Forgotten Realms pack. Get a re-roll on opening a Fiddlebender, I guess. Where's my pack? There it is. Fiddlebender. Never lucky. Alright, next league.